Hi Mark, I'm Alice, and my student number is 48, and I'm going to read Mom's Sick Over Daughter's Controversial Class Assignment. A controversial class assignment in a UC San Diego visual arts class requires students to be naked. A visual arts professor at University of California, San Diego, has come under fire this week for an assignment that requires students to be naked in front of the class. For his class for performing the self, Associate Professor Ricardo Dominguez makes students perform what he calls a nude or naked gesture, which is basically a short performance in the nude. This week, the mother of one student in the class spoke out against the assignment. "It bothers me. I'm not sending her to school for this." The mother, who spoke under the condition of anonymity, told Local 10 News on Friday, to blanketly say you must be naked in order to pace my class. It makes me sick to my stomach. The mother told Local News that her daughter was not aware of the assignment before last week's class. Though Dominguez tell Yahoo Parenting the assignment was presented to students at the beginning of the course, he also says students don't have to be physically nude. Students are aware from the start of the class that it is a requirement. The ambiguity around the question of nudity and the nakedness is intentional, he says. The options are clarified in the class. Students learn that they can do the gesture in any number of ways without actually having to remove their clothes. There are many ways to perform nudity or nakedness: summoning art history conventions of the nude, or laying bare of one's traumatic or most fragile and vulnerable self. One can be nude while being covered. Dominguez says he hasn't had a complaint about the assignment in the 11 years he has taught the class. The mother isn't by it. Shame on him and shame on the university, she said. Jacqueline Bogwowski, a current student in Dominguez's class, supports the assignment, as strange as it might seem to other people. Nudity is an artistic expression of self that could not be more classic. She tells Yahoo Parenting, "My professor is amazing and very kind, and as a current student, and I can say he has 2, if not 3 times explained the assignment. Everyone is on an equal playing field of being naked in a pitch-black room sitting in a circle. Each of us are supposed to choose a part of us that is more us than the rest of us. Big toe, shoulder, whatever. And hold up a light to it, candle or flashlight, whatever you choose, and explain why. No one's genitalia will be on display unless that it is what they choose." If someone can't bear the thought, they are given an assignment to emotionally nude themselves. In regards to the complaining mother, Bogwowski says she may not know the whole story. The girl whose mom is making a fuss is overreacting, she says. Her daughter had an option to drop the class. It is not mandatory for graduation, or she could have put in the effort to make an alternative gesture. The fact that her daughter didn't is one of two things. Either her daughter is lazy, or she, like me, trusts her classmates and understands the importance of the gesture. Her mother hasn't been with us in that room and doesn't know the environment that has been created. It is one of the trust and professionalism. Shanice Mock, a UC San Diego alum who took Dominguez's class, says the physical nudity option is encouraged. On the first day, we went over the syllabus, and Professor Dominguez did mention that in the requirements there would be a nude gesture. He encouraged us to be physically naked, but people were able to talk to him if they had issues like religious constraints. Mock tells Yahoo Parenting. Mock, who took the class 2 years ago, says some students dropped the class throughout the semester, and that one student decided against being physically naked for religious reasons. Mock completed the assignment and says she felt great about it. "After a semester together, I feel comfortable with the students and the professor, and it was a really open and safe environment," she says of the class, which she says was made up of mostly art majors. For the assignment, students stripped down, as does Damocles. The slides were dark, which did help comfort me. Mark says, the assignment helped me explore my own art. Today, Mark is an art teacher in Redwood City, California. She says she's not surprised by the controversy surrounding the assignment. I know that Professor Damocles has had controversial art, which a lot of students do, she says. I understand the mother's concern, but if the student had asked more questions, she probably would have understood more. On the 10 News Facebook page, the reaction to the assignment is mixed. I think it is sexual harassment, and he should be stopped, writes Susan Davis. Adds Christine Tedval as a teacher at a Paulette. This professor is doing this in the name of teaching art. There are many other ways to get students to dip deeper into themselves to learn, grow, and experience. Still, other point out, let students know what they are getting into. I had to take this final a couple years back for an upper division art class at UCSD, writes Michelle Currier. We had a choice between being nude or doing something emotionally naked, and every student but one chose to do a nude performance. It was uncomfortable for some of us, but we were adults and knew what we were getting ourselves into for day one of the class. In a statement provided to Yahoo Parenting, Professor Jordan Cradle, chair of UC San Diego's Department of Visual Arts, supported Damocles. He said the comfort of students in the department's first priority. Removing your clothes is not required in this class. The course is not required for graduation, he said. Damocles says participation in this form of performance art is critical to the understanding of the medium. Nudity has been and is a core part of the history of performance art body. Art from the 20th century to now. If students are to learn about performance art as practitioners, this history of the medium is crucial for them to experience in a direct way. It is not just a matter of reading about it or viewing slides. Bye-bye, Mark.